Hey everyone, COE33 here. I'm in the downstairs game room, the Dragon's Lair. I got all fired up for you. I got the Metal Slug going on the NEO-GEO cab. I've got Toe Jam and Earl 3 going on the CRT. This is the game I'm playing at the moment on Twitch, and I'm having a great time. About, I don't know, halfway through or something like that. Awesome underrated gem on the OG Xbox. Metro Exodus on the big screen. This is the game I'm playing at the moment on the Xbox Series X, and I love it. So good. A masterpiece. I'm absolutely having a blast with it. And of course, Dragon's Lair on the II Arcade. But today we're talking about Big Red, my NEO-GEO MVS arcade cabinet. And now I've talked about this here and there on the channel over the years, but I realized I've never done a dedicated video all about my NEO-GEO cab. How I got it, the games I have for it, the ins and outs of Big Red here, my 2-slot NEO-GEO cab. So I thought, why not take the opportunity to do a full-on overview of my arcade cabinet. So let's do it. Now I have the 2-slot, which means I have 2 different little marquees, and this is one of the things I love about NEO-GEO cabs, is that you can swap out the games, and you can swap out the different marquees here, and the games all come with their own little marquee in the box, which is really cool. And right now I have the Metal Slug marquee and the World Heroes 2 marquee in place. But I do like to switch those out every once in a while. And really nice light up marquee, of course, as you would expect. And now up here I have the Game Hunter sign. I actually want to come up with a solution for a nice, maybe custom NEO-GEO arcade topper. I don't know if there's actual legit NEO-GEO arcade toppers. I don't think I've ever seen one, and I did some searching on eBay and couldn't find one. Now that would be ideal, like a OEM arcade topper for NEO-GEO arcade cabinets, if they exist. If not, I was thinking about maybe commissioning someone on Etsy to do like a, I don't know, custom shadow box or something. I don't know, I have to brainstorm a little bit, but I would like something that really screams NEO-GEO to live up there on top of the arcade cabinet, because I do like having arcade toppers. I've got one on my pinball machine upstairs. I've got the dragon here on top of the Dragon's Lair. So something cool to go up on the NEO-GEO cabinet. But that's the light up marquee there. And then of course moving down to the monitor. And now this monitor's in pretty good shape, I would say. It's got a little bit of burn-in, but not too bad. It's got good color. So honestly, I'm super happy with that. I picked this up off of Craigslist, and I went down to, it was in outside of Portland, Oregon, and I drove my truck down there on a rainy day and picked up Big Red, and that was quite the adventure. This thing, I don't know how much it weighs, but it's a lot, and it was a real challenge to get it from there to here in the game room. But it's here, and it's happy in this corner, and this is where it lives, and it gets a lot of use. I love playing the NEO-GEO. Good times for sure. Moving down to the control panel, I really enjoy the controls on the NEO-GEO cabinet. Really nice clicky buttons. I love the joysticks. And easy layout to work with. Not too much going on. You got the 4 buttons on each side, the 2 joysticks, select game, right player start, left player start. And the great thing about the different NEO-GEO cabinets back in the day is you go to the arcade, you hold down select, and you could play anywhere. Some of them had 1 game, some had 2, and then there's the 4 slots as well where you could pick from 4 different games. And I remember going to the arcade back in the day and thinking that was really cool and selecting different games. And that's why when I was deciding to get a real legit arcade cabinet, I knew I wanted to get a NEO-GEO cabinet because a little variety, and it's something I have a lot of nostalgia for, so it's kind of a win-win. Moving down here, this is where, now this one on my cabinet, this isn't actually functioning, unfortunately. That's not hooked up. But you could hook in little memory cards. So you could bring your memory cards to the arcade. You could plug in your headphones. So kind of another cool feature of the NEO-GEO machines back in the day. And of course, the coin door. And this, it's got the HAP little buttons right there. This one was from an arcade outside of Portland. And they had this lock bar on there, which I went ahead and kept on there because I actually think it's kind of cool. They put these bolts in here and stuff, so the operator at the time did a little work to the front. And I thought, well, should I restore that or should I just leave it how it is? And I like how it is. It gives it a little character. And I actually have it not totally screwed in so that I can just get into it nice and easy access. And then you can open this up and you can see the inner mechanism there, the workings of the mechanism, the coin mech. And then you can open this up. I got a bunch of stuff in here. I've got a little box for quarters, and then I keep my games in here as well. So why don't I take those games out and we'll take a look at them. All right, here's my games, and sorry about the lighting. It's kind of bad down here. I apologize for that. But let's see, what do I got here? This is Samurai Showdown. Now this was a gift to the channel from Neo Turbo Maniac. And shout out to Neo Turbo Maniac, link in the description below. And what a nice gift that is, huh? Look at Samurai Showdown. So cool. What a great game. And there's the marquee, which anytime you can get these marquees, actually, I should put that in the machine. Look how good that looks. Here's the cartridge, Samurai Showdown. Nice clear case here. You can see the PCB in there. And yeah, you just hook this into the machine and you're playing a little Samurai Showdown. Very cool. And this one not only has the marquee, but it has the move, the sticker that you put on the machine that has a different move list. Let's see if I can peel this apart without damaging it. It sticks together because you stick this to the outside of the arcade machine, and whoever's playing it knows what all the moves are. So another nice little addition to have. And wow, is that cool or what? So very nice little Samurai Showdown action. And then I have Metal Slug. Now I have the Metal Slug cart in the arcade cabinet at the moment, but these are great clamshell cases. You can buy these online, and they have I think every NEO-GEO game available. They're kind of spendy. I think by the time you get them shipped and everything, and they're like $40 or something. It's really expensive. That's why I don't have that many of them. Not to mention NEO-GEO games are really expensive as well. Oh, and it's been in the arcade cabinet, so it's kind of dusty in there, but that's not surprising. It's been sitting down there for a while. But in here, I have my 161 multi-cart. And this came with the arcade cabinet when I picked it up, when I went to Portland to grab this from the guy off Craigslist. This is what was in the machine. It's 161 in one cart, so you can play, just hold down a couple buttons on the control panel, and you can switch between whatever game you want. And this has been a great way for me to discover some of the NEO-GEO games I never got a chance to play growing up. And it's really nice to have. And then, I figure out which ones I like, and then over time I hope to buy some of the gems that I don't have that I can afford, because collecting for NEO-GEO is not cheap. But I do enjoy having that multi-cart. And then my other actual NEO-GEO MVS cart that I have is World Heroes 2. And let's open this clamshell up and you can get a look at this cart. There it is. This is standard NEO-GEO MVS cart with the PCB that you can see there. I do like these clear cases. Very cool. So those are the games I have, the NEO-GEO arcade cabinet. Why don't we take a look at the inside of the cabinet, and I'll open it up for you and we can take a look at that. All right. Easy to get into. Just open up the control panel like so, and then you can see the inner workings of the arcade cabinet. And then here's the main board. You can see the cartridge goes in right there. I have the Metal Slug cart. You got some volume control right there, so I can turn the volume up and down. You got the control for the headphone port right there. You have the different ways to control the monitor, the horizontal position, vertical position, all that. All those little dials right there are on this little board right there. And then you can see the inside of the control panel. So this is all the, the main buttons right here, and you got the two joysticks, all very easy to work on, very accessible. The two controller boards. Yeah, it's all pretty straightforward, honestly. There's not a whole lot going on here. And then you've got some switches down there. I actually forget what those do. It's been a while since I messed with it. But yeah, I don't get in here too often. I haven't done much, really. Once I got it all set up and working the way I wanted to, it's been, champ. I haven't had any issues with it. It's been rock solid. Anytime I want to play a little NEO-GEO, I just fire it up and it's good to go, which, knock on wood that it stays that way. Here, let's knock on there. There we go. Knock on wood that it stays that way, because yeah, I know these old arcade cabinets, they can be a little troublesome sometimes. So I'm glad that this is, and I've had it for, gosh, how long have I had this? I had 3-4 years, and I play it a lot. So the fact that I don't have any issues is nice. Now it looks like at some point this probably got wet, but these are really old stains. So I don't know. It's not like that throughout the whole arcade cabinet. So someone probably spilt some, a beverage or something on the control panel at some point, and it leaked in and got wet. But this had a life in an arcade. So it's got some wear and tear, but honestly, it's in really good shape, I would say. And I haven't had to do much to it. I've done some light restore work to it to get it to look nice and presentable. But overall, it's all, almost all original. I'm not 100% sure if everything is original, but this control panel looks to be original to me. It's got a little damage there. But yeah, as I said, very presentable, and I love it. So you know what, guys? Why don't we play a little Metal Slug? And that might be fun. Let's do it. All right, Metal Slug, one of my absolute favorites. Nothing compares to playing on an actual NEO-GEO arcade cabinet. I mean, this is an experience into itself, and it brings me right back to the 90s, being at the arcade, playing these games, spending all my quarters. Now I have it on free play, so it doesn't cost me anything, so that's nice. Gotta rescue the captives. Gotta go around. Amazing pixel art. I mean, these NEO-GEO games, they really looked incredible at the time, and honestly, they hold up now. That's the thing about hand-drawn art, is it just doesn't go out of style. It still looks great all these years later. I mean, you guys know Metal Slug. This is, this is a classic. You get the power-ups, take out all the enemy soldiers, try not to die. You got your grenades, you got your knife, you got your gun. Chaos everywhere. You jump into the little mech units here, the metal slugs. Take out the helicopter. Try not to blow up. He's toast. Get a little gas. Blow up the boat. I mean, there's so much going on the screen at one time. Pushing the hardware to the limits, I imagine. There's a little slowdown every once in a while, but that's not surprising. Really detailed backgrounds. Look at how good that waterfall looks and the water effects. So awesome. First boss. Let's shoot some missiles at him. Try to avoid his shots. Let's rescue that guy. And he's out of here. Boom. Metal Slug, first level, complete. Alright guys, and that wraps up my overview of my NEO-GEO MVS arcade cabinet. Definitely one of my favorite personal possessions. It's so cool to have something that I grew up playing that was actually used in arcade, an authentic arcade cabinet in my game room, something I'm going to cherish forever. And I don't have any plans of getting rid of it. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I'm posting new videos every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Follow me with my game collecting adventures on Instagram at The Game Hunters. I'm live streaming on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday with bonus streams on the weekend at COE33. Links in the description below. And of course, there's the community Discord, the Dragon's Lair, where you can hang out when I'm not posting videos on YouTube or on Twitch. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye.